Okay, let's take a look at the Christmas lights for the tree in the bedroom. I have, I believe, 2 strings on the reels of colored, maybe more than that. I use a couple colored strings in the bathroom, and this tree is going to take more lights than the old one did. It's probably going to take 4 or 5 strings. So we got to go through here and see what we got. I think we've got about that much here. Should be at least 4 of them here, I think. So if we get all these working, then we should have enough. Don't need no tie wraps on here. Okay, so this is one string. String is kind of a freak show. It's all coming apart here. It's not good. It shouldn't be like that. What the heck is it like that for? Let's see if we can kind of get it back in line a bit. I have to get some like small black tie wraps maybe and put that on here, or perhaps I can just wrap it up enough like this to get it to be okay. Now I think I'm going to be able to do that just fine, actually. No idea how or why I got like that. Jeez, it's like that all the way down. Switch at this combobulated here. Not good. World. Truly have no idea how we've gotten like this. Okay, that's much better. Now we got 2 strings. Two. 3. 4 and 5. So that should be adequate for the bedroom tree. So let's get all these working. We'll go through and check all the bulbs, make sure all the bulbs is good. The string's a bit flaky. I saw the other half was not on when I first plugged it up. So let's make sure that it's not going to go out. Okay, we got some tape on here that's going to have to come off. This is starting to kind of come apart here too. What's the deal with this? This is ridiculous. Alright, we got a bulb out here. I can't put it on the tree with it falling apart like this. I'm going to have to correct it on this one too. I don't know why that's happening. And these strings are probably getting to be 10, 15 years old at this point. But I've never seen this happen. I mean, it's not inconceivable, but it's a bit ridiculous. Okay, now let's check all the bulbs. We got one out here. I have a bag of old colored bulbs. These are all used bulbs, and I'm kind of leery of putting these in here, but I've got so many of them, I kind of want to go through them before I start buying new ones. Some of these are burned out, and some of these have high hours on them, which is part of why I don't like to use them, but I'm going to use them anyways. I'm also not exactly sure what the voltage are, so sometimes you put them in and they just go out right away. Or they're also burned out. Okay, there's a good one. And everything else is looking pretty good so far. Okay, only one out on there, that's not bad. So that string is ready to go. Let's grab another. Oh, this one looks like it works as well. And we got one bulb out at the end. And that was the wrong voltage. That one's burned out. Seems to be following the same trend as last time. No good. I probably should just buy some new ones, because at some point the time value of this just isn't there anymore. There we go. If I had 2 or 3 sets, no big deal, but I'm going through hundreds and it just starts taking too long. Okay, we got a couple more out here. Wrong voltage. The legs are being kind of stubborn on this one. They're a bit bent right at the tips. Okay, we got a good one there. This one is out. Okay. All right, string number 2 is good. We got to lose something or other here, I think. Seemed like it was flashing for a second. I would love to know how these get so tangled while they sit still in a box for 10 months. It's really baffling. If we got something loose here, the whole thing is flickering. So I'm going to kind of go through here and see where the loose connection is. Okay, I think we're close, somewhere around here. Okay, so it appears to be maybe that green one. Sometimes what you gotta do, oh yeah, see, look at that, the legs wasn't, well, you may not be able to see it because it ain't gonna focus, but the leg wasn't sitting quite right in here, so let's just rebend these straight, stick them back in, and then should be good after that. Yep, we're good now. Okay, that was an easy repair. Okay, we get a bulb out. Oh, that's for a different string. Those are very short. That bulb goes to a specific set. I used to have a whole bunch of those. I don't know where they went. Wrong voltage. Wrong voltage, or burnt out, I guess. I didn't see no light coming from that. Wrong voltage. Wrong voltage. And this is happening because when I salvaged these from the strings, I didn't label them, and so I have no idea what voltage most of these are. I know what voltage the string requires. It should require 2.5, but these are probably 3s or something. 3.5 maybe, I think it was. I don't know. There we go, we got a winner. And this one's faded, you know, this is what they look like when they're in good condition. This one's been outside probably for years. But it's working for now, so we'll keep it. Okay, we got a hazard here, a shattered top. It's really kind of odd to see this happen. I don't know really what causes that to happen. Really pretty odd. But of course that's the dangerous, because the top is very sharp. Oh, here we go again. Wrong voltage. You know, sometimes I've encountered these strings that are 50 segments of 50. The voltage is not 2.5 like one would think. It's something else, and I don't understand it. Okay, that looks good. On to the next one. we got something loose here in this one too. We'll check it. Alright, well, we got a bulb out here. Let's start with that. Voltage. The wrong voltage. The right voltage. Here's another one that's out. Let's change that too. I really don't like to put these up with any of them out, because once they start going out, the voltage to the rest of them increases, and then the rest of the bulbs go out even faster. So it really does pay to take the time to change them out when they go bad. It's a lot easier to do it now than when they're on the tree. This bulb seems to just be intrinsically spoiled. Lost it. Alright, something's loose, very loose. Seeing where it's loose. Problem is, once I put it on the tree, it's going to go out. Really would like to find out where it's loose. So we know it's got to be somewhere after this point. Something right in here, I think. Okay, there's the problem right there. So let's just take this out and see. On this one, the legs are getting really mashed up against the edge of the plastic, so let's just redo this one and it should be fine. Yep, that's good now. Okay. That string is done. That leaves one more. that's not going to work. That'll work. And we have half out. Now we have a flashing bulb here, so the first thing I'm going to do is replace that, because with those flashing bulbs, when they burn out, it won't work anymore. So let's put this into the... Yep, that was it. It's just that that's the problem. That flasher bulb is burnt out. So we'll have to replace that. I don't want this flashing anyways. Now this base is not quite the right shape. So I'm going to try and replace that with one that's the right shape. Because a mismatched base is going to cause problems. So the original bases look like that. Let's see if I can find one that's comparable. Each string is kind of like ever so slightly different, and it's kind of ridiculous. This is one of many products that really should have had some kind of a standard shape. Okay, I think this is actually the exact base, so we're going to use that base instead. Put that one back in there to go with some other strings someday. Let's put this bulb in here. Oh, geez. There's a lot of bulbs out on this set. What I'm going to do is, because that's going to blow through them real quick, I'll put this in here. And this seems to resist the voltage a bit, so they're not burning out of control. And then I'll go through it and we'll change these bulbs with the light keeper connected. We're going to need a lot of bulbs. Jeez. Why there's so many out on this string. That was the wrong voltage. And of course you get these people, just throw it out. No, I'm gonna fix it because that's what's proper. Society has become way too wasteful. It's just not right. And that bulb wasn't any good. It's also stuck in the thing now. Before, didn't I? I'm gonna stop doing that. When these go out, I always wrap the ends of it together so I know that's a bad bulb in case something like that happens. Broke. Why are these not going through correctly? That's not correct. This is too dim. Put that back in the bag. It's the wrong voltage. That's the wrong voltage too. Wrong voltage. Some riveting content, isn't it? And this is what I kept getting asked to show, so here it is. There's a reason why I haven't recorded this in years past. It's just not really video worthy. happens. Goes so much faster when you get a working bulb every time. I think I'm just gonna scrap this bag of old bulbs. Not even older, salvage bulbs from various different strings that were discarded. So I think I'm just gonna scrap that bag and buy a bunch of new replacement bulbs if I can find them economically. You buy them in the stores, they're not cheap. They're like a bean for 10 of them, which is ridiculous. I'll see if I can get them on the Amazons or something. Done here. Seems like maybe 1 in 3 of these are good. There's not a lot of material in them. That's probably not worth the time. Because this would have been done like 20 minutes ago if it wasn't for this having to change its bulb 2 or 3 times to get a good one. Go through and make sure we got everything. Okay, looks like we're good here. We're all ready to go on the tree.